What's up, everybody? It's your boy SB, and I'm chilling with Chris Villain, and welcome to another episode of Infinite Wrestling. And yep, hey, this past weekend was a fun-filled weekend. Summerslam, night 1 and night 2. And hey, it was a lot of shocking moments, man. How'd you feel about it, bro?
Excited, man. It was a fun weekend overall. For this to be the first year SummerSlam goes 2 nights. I think they lived up to expectations.
And yeah, man, from the presentation to celebrities, got Drewski doing the I want to say host, but he was doing the narration for the
Standing on business.
Yeah. Cardi B came out, I thought she was the host. She was only there for like one night, right?
That's the best way to use her. But she was there in night 2 when they opened it, because I showed her and Drewski. But like I said, her in small doses, I can stand.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's talk about night 1. Yeah, night 1. I say what everybody was saying is night 1 was the slower of the two.
Yeah, but I think that's what they were going for. It was still a fun night, had some great matches, but like I said, it did fall behind on night 2. If I'm just ranking them, it would be the lesser of the two.
Right. So night 1, we got Sami Zayn, the first match. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Go ahead.
I love both characters. I want to make that clear. Sami Zayn is one of the most underrated wrestlers. The underdog from the underground. Been a fan of his for a long time. 10 years now he's been with WWE, man.
Yeah.
10 years. And Karrion Kross, been a fan since he was Killer Kross, since he was in both Lucha Underground, TNA, been following him his career for years. Major League Wrestling. Big fan of him, man. I love his promos, but I just, for the match, we saw it in the last match on paper on a PLE, and as well as the rematch on Raw a few weeks ago. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. That's my personal opinion. Like I said,
I'm happy for Sammy, but this is a match where it's like, what are we getting out of this? Like, Karrion Kross has been killing with his promos, and he's doing a great job. And Sami Zayn has been Sami Zayn for a while now. Yeah, and they feel like neither one of them is going to get a push after this. They didn't have nothing to do with either one. Nothing for them, and they just gave him a match and gave him like a little feud and everything like that. But I mean, Sami didn't turn heel. Kross, I think his contract is almost up.
I've heard mixed things. Like I said, I'm not in the know of, so I'm not even gonna claim to be.
And we haven't really been doing anything with both of these characters except for this match, and it didn't feel like we really needed this match. But I mean, I'm glad they had it, and I'm glad Sami won. But I wanted something to happen with these characters. I want something development, especially better for Karrion Kross. I love Sami. Sami had a run, especially when he was in the Bloodline. But the run, and even after the Bloodline with him and KO with the tag team champions and everything like that. But like Karrion Kross, I really haven't seen anything from him since really nothing major since came to the main roster, bro. Like they kind of go up and down with it.
It's I always feel like they're spinning their wheels with him. He's a hell of a promo. He has presence. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
He looks like he's the type of guy, a world destroyer. Like his look overall, and even the changes he's made to his character that he himself has been involved with has been good, but it just feels like they're spinning their wheels. And hopefully this is the end of their feud, because like I said, I'm fans of both guys, but it's run its course, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it definitely has. I don't know what they're going for, because I thought there's maybe it's still going. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. But yeah, Sami won. That's the first match. I believe what's the next one?
The tag team, Jay and Roman.
Yeah, because they got a different.
Well, this is in no particular order, but
I say right here says Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, Jelly Roll.
Yeah, Jelly Roll did I think a good enough job for his first time wrestling. I much respect to him on the weight loss, and like I said, he didn't look out of place there. I'm not saying he's gonna be on 5-star level or nothing like that, but I thought he handled himself well.
I think he's showing a lot of commitment.
Yes.
To doing this, to wrestling, to becoming a wrestler. They say this might be even a longer term for him.
They could be leaning towards him and Logan Paul having a one-on-one match, and this was just the opportunity to test the waters, it was saying. That's just my opinion. But if it feels like they're not done with this, like I said, if he continues to work hard and improve, then I'm all for it.
Yep. Hey, it's been done before. Bad Bunny came in, did his thing. Crushed it, yeah. Stephen Amell came in, did his thing. He was committed to it. But one person I want to bring up that it was disappointment because it was so much surrounding the situation is Travis Scott. Like Travis Scott, like apparently with that situation, it's not a diss to him. I'm just saying, like, it's trying to telling about how you have people that really committed to it and people that's really not committed to it. And Travis Scott, they said he was all for it until he had to really get in that ring and see what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that easy, man. Like, everybody calls wrestling fake and it's not a real sport or whatever they want to call it. But man, it takes a lot of athleticism, a lot of exercise, a lot of commitment, a lot of things, sacrifices to be in that ring, and you should know that.
Yeah, I invite them to actually try.
Know that, not you should know, but you know
I know, but so all the people who say those negative things, I invite you to give it a shot, to try it out and see how fake it feels.
Exactly, those chair shots aren't fake. So moving on, man. Actually, about the match. How do you feel about the ending to that match?
It was surprising. I wasn't expecting Logan and Drew to win, but like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. It served its purpose, and I think it's leading towards Logan Paul and Jelly Roll having a one-on-one match. But I was caught off guard when Logan Paul and Drew won.
Yeah, that too, and the frog splash, we saw it live, and we were like, damn, like the way Jelly Roll was laying on the announce table. I was like, maybe you should want to turn it sideways, my boy. You about to get messed up.
Man, when
he popped up and then fell back.
That looked painful.
Like, damn, bro, you good? Like, what's good? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, definitely great match, man. Love it. We're gonna go down the list and we're gonna give our ratings later on, and how we feel about the whole event as usual. And then we got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match, and we got Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This whole Charlotte and Alexa, I wasn't feeling it at first, but now I'm kind of feeling it, bro. Like,
it's no secret I've never really been a particular fan of Charlotte Flair or
Alexa Bliss,
but no, I was impressed. They're both talented. That's undeniable. But at times it felt like
when Alexa first came, I didn't like her, but throughout the time went by, I'm like, Alexa Bliss is, I like her. She's cool. It was a small period of time that I liked Charlotte, but it's not because she's very skilled. It's because her outside situations that she be having with a lot of the other talent in the roster, and I was like, man, but that doesn't take away from her talent. She's very talented,
absolutely.
And but I like this mismatch type thing. It's like, do I like you or I'm just dealing with you type, like this whole little friendship. Or so, whatever they got going on. I like it, man.
It was a fun match, and when Alexa hit Charlotte during the time,
I thought for sure it was about to be.
I was invested. I will legitimately admit that as someone who's not really a fan of either one of them, I was hooked. They swung
at
this
the
match.
End of the match with the the view that the perfect camera angle, by the way. I'm sorry, can't talk today. Perfect camera angle, by the way, but with Charlotte in the background, and she looks like she about to big boot Alexa while she has old girl setting up for the Sister Abigail, and then next bam, hits Raquel Rodriguez with the boot, and she hits the Sister Abigail for the win.
That was well done.
Became the tag team champions. Hey, that was very well done.
Congratulations on the new tag team champs. I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it more than I really was expecting.
Yeah,
man.
And then we have WWE Women's Championship match. I'm about to say tag team. Sorry. Tiffany Stratton. It's Tiffany time. And Jade Cargill. The storm is coming. It's here. Man, this was actually a pretty good match.
They kept it short with good reason because like I said, Jade is still improving. I was surprised by the ending, but
I feel like that a lot of people are giving Jade a lot of crap for her, mistakes. Mm-hmm. Even though like other wrestlers and other female wrestlers make the same mistakes every day.
We've seen the greatest amount of wrestlers make mistakes. This happens. No one is perfect.
And I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary hate against her. Like, I really do. But like, hey.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But definitely a good match. Yeah, like you said, definitely a big shocker. At the end, like we all thought I think everybody was had their money booked on Jade winning this match.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen, but I think there's a bigger picture in this. I think it's a bigger plan for this.
I mean, it's quite simple. Stratton is undefeated. Like if you look at it on PLEs, it was like she has that undefeated streak, not unlike Charlotte Flair from 10 years ago. Go back and look it up. It like I said, Tiffany did a great job, I think, and I was pleasantly surprised by the ending, but in a good way. Because I want to see what's to come of this.
Yep. So you won't just give her that, like little run of a championship.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Jade thing is coming later on. I think it's going to lead up to her and Naomi.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's leading up to, or possibly, a three-way with her, Bianca, and Naomi.
Yeah, I think the best is yet to come, and I'm patient enough to wait, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Hey, man. Beautiful women in that match. So we got the World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther. No, I'm sorry. First it was Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. So it's definitely out of sequence.
Yeah, but that was the first match of the show because when we came in.
Yeah.
And you really got to see why Jey Uso and Roman shine.
Don't come in for a comment in the comments, bro. I'm looking at it as I'm. It's all like out of whack. But yeah, that was the first match. Go ahead.
But you got to see like the chemistry with like the fact they're family members. You really got to see it. They were in sync. The moments of the match were just that fun to watch.
And it's crazy because this is the first time we see the actual face Roman Reigns as a good guy. Yeah, all this other time he's been the in-betweener or the same Roman.
I mean, it was in transition. It was kind of like when The Rock left the corporation and he still had the certain tendencies he had.
Yep.
But when he switched over, you gradually saw it.
Yeah.
And I think that was like,
it wasn't a rush. Just like they kind of like they did with John Cena, but we will talk about that a little bit later. But it wasn't rushed. The transition did happen. So yeah, I liked it. It was the face Roman Reigns, and he made sacrifices by putting himself in, pushing Jey out the way, and then get hit with the spear, and Jey going for the win. Hey, I loved it, bro.
Yeah, and let me just say, Braun Breaker, that man is a star. I know I'm not the first person. I'm not the only person to say it, but I'm just loving all the work Braun Breaker's doing. He is killing it, man. Like,
he's definitely
so fun to see, so fun to watch. And then Bronson Reed,
so much of his uncle, bro. So much.
And his dad and his father, though. Like but
who do you see more, his uncle or his father?
I legit do see them both because I did watch them both equally. But now when he's talking, I see skies.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to make that clear. When he's talking, I hear Big Papa Pump, but in a good way because that man was endlessly entertaining.
Yep.
Throughout his whole career, WWT man. But for the fun match, Bronson Reed, man, like
he's gonna be up there too.
Yes,
Bronson Reed is definitely gonna be up there.
I'm so happy to see him back, injury free.
Tsunami.
Yes, yeah. Devastating.
Yeah, hey, I can't wait to see what they go. Everybody's been talking about Braun Breaker, but I can't wait to see what they do with Bronson Reed when he gets on his own and gets up there.
I love this feud with Braun Strowman. Just the moments, everything.
They was just going at it out of nowhere. Just remember that night on Raw, they just fighting all over the place throughout the whole night, just messing stuff up, bro. Like, very fun, bro. I love it.
One of the reasons why I love pro wrestling, man.
Yep, definitely. So now we get to the main event of night one. And I know y'all, it's out of whack, but this is correct right here. Gunther versus CM Punk, my boy. But I also love Gunther as well. And so this was a pleasure to watch these two go at it. This is the first time they went at it, right?
Yes.
Not even in other divisions.
Well, I have to say technically that they on house the live events.
Yeah,
they've had it, but on like for it to be in the pay-per-view, the PLE, main event, I think they delivered.
They definitely delivered. Man, those chops was just devastating.
Man, Gunther just gets it. Everything he does has purpose, and you see it.
And as a Punk fan, I wanted him to win, but I knew that I had two feelings. One, he wasn't going to win because, of whatever reasons, I just thought he wasn't going to win. I thought he was going to push it to another time. Maybe you just get this few of him, then maybe later on you'll get another, your goal. But I was pleasantly surprised that he actually won. But I also knew that the ending to this match was not going to be like we were waiting the whole time. Like, bro, how long is it going to be till Seth Rollins cashes it in? Because we were not fooled about that bullshit injury. We talked about this for a while now.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people knew. Like I'm not going to say.
But I will say this, and I don't think a lot of people have said this yet, or I haven't heard anybody say this yet. For them to have done it that way, it says halfway here, halfway there. He's injured, but they didn't want to mess it up worse, or they didn't want to was part that and part kayfabe. But at the same time, you got to look at it. You did all that, cut the show short, cut Goldberg's speech short, his retirement speech short because of you want to keep the rules alive. So now, if I'm Goldberg, I'm gonna be extremely pissed. Well, he's already pissed about how they did him in the first place, but now I'm gonna be really pissed.
It is what it is. You got to remember that was still a Saturday Night Main Event. That's more television. I know, it was on that. Versus this was an actual PLE SummerSlam. However, like I said, the ending with Seth Rollins cashing in the Money in the Bank. Historic moment, awesome moment. Took you back 10 years to when he did it the first time. The brilliant heist against Roman Reigns.
The heist of the century.
The heist of the century between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. He cashed in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 31.
But I am not saying that wasn't. It was fucking genius. I'm just saying. I'm looking at it, the bigger picture. Like, yeah, Goldberg. I know you're pissed about that. Now that that's out of the way, this was awesome.
Yes,
this was awesome. And I'm glad, as a huge CM Punk fan, and I don't even like Seth Rollins, but guess what? This was awesome.
What a moment! Awesome. What a match!
Made a great moment for SummerSlam. One of the best moments out of both nights, and I love every bit of it.
And as big as a CM Punk fan I am, and like you, I'm not the biggest Seth Rollins fan, although I think I'm a bigger Seth Rollins fan than you are.
Yeah.
But man, this has really sealed the deal. When you talk about memorable moments, when you talk about historic moments, this really delivered.
He really got us, dude, because he came out. He's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna get you next time. Just be on the guard." He turns around and bam, those. He was like, "I knew it." But before then, leading up to it, man, CM Punk crowd was like, "Man, when it's gonna happen? The music's gonna hit anytime. We're gonna hear that burn it down any moment. We're gonna hear it at any moment." And then as soon as he lifted the title up, burn it down. I'm like, oh damn, man.
They dangled the carrot in front of him. They just said
5 minutes at the most, he was champion. But he was champion. Seth Rollins said he kind of didn't make good on his word. He said he was gonna make sure he never becomes champion again, even though he stopped him from he didn't stop him from becoming champion, but he stopped him from keeping his championship.
I know, but I'm looking for.
He kind of did make good on where he kind of did, but you know what I'm saying. But he did what he did, and we were completely shocked. And even if we weren't shocked, it was still a great moment.
It was a fun moment, and like I said, a smile just comes to my face as I was like, man, just the excitement of it all. Mm-hmm. You just really got sucked into it, and I'm looking forward to what's to come. When CM Punk and Seth Rollins inevitably have that match.
Yeah, I'm all for the long term storytelling. Don't just rush everything like Vince McMahon used to do. Hey, we're doing do it all 1 month. 1 month.
I know, but it wasn't always Vince McMahon. It was also Russo. Russo wanted Undertaker and Kane to be on Raw, and Cornette said, "Are you effing crazy? This was like WrestleMania."
We got a lot more long-term stories. Yeah,
this is true. This is true.
We had a lot of stories that was building for like 2 years sometimes.
Fair enough.
Or maybe they just did real good callbacks. I don't know, but like it was still done very well. So, but yeah, that was night 1, and that was the. So we're not gonna just rush through. We're gonna do night 1, give our things and the overall for that, and then we'll go to night 2. So, now let's try to get back in order. The Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed match. What do you give rating? Give for that?
I give it a solid 4. It was a fun match. It was an exciting match. Like, I love the Usos as a tag team. And
that's 4 out of 5, y'all, because we're doing the matches are 1 to 5, and the whole overall is 1 to 10.
And like I said, I loved when Roman was in a tag team. No matter who his partner was with, whether Seth Rollins, whether it was Solo, and then as you saw with night 1 with Jay. I enjoyed that match. It was fun from beginning to end.
I definitely give it a 4 as well. I loved it. Only thing that would make it a 5 would be a little bit longer. I don't know, because I think they could have, they could have did a lot more with it, but it was done very well.
Yes,
I have nothing negative to say about that match. I loved it. Just check on Roman Reigns, because he overshot that damn dive outside. I was like, damn, are you okay? Is that shoulder good, bro? Because I was worried for a minute, bro. I was worried. I know we were watching live. I was like, oh shit, like, wow. I don't know what the sequence is, so I'll go to Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross. Go ahead, bro.
I give it a 2.5. I love both characters. I enjoy both wrestlers. But
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5. I just want to see what's to come for them both.
Hopefully, there's no purpose.
Yeah, like I said, the story. I get it. I love the concept of what Karrion Kross does with person after person when he goes after them, try to bring out the worst of you. And I get it, but I was just over it before the match. However, I'm looking forward to what's to come. They still had a pretty good match. It was entertaining and it served its purpose.
Cool. I'm gonna give it a 3. I just give it a 3 just because I was enjoyed by it, and they did their thing with whatever they was trying to do. I'm sure they successfully did it, and I enjoyed the match. I like both of the guys that was involved in it. Scarlett Bordeaux was actually definitely some good eye candy on the side. Hey, so it's a 3 for me. It's 3.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton and Jade Carter. The women. I always want to say the women's tag team. The women's championship.
I give it a 2. They kept it short, and it just, for me, it just kind of felt like you was at a standstill. I wanted, like I said, I really thought that Jay was going to win it. However, I did enjoy the ending sequence, and I think Stratton is just improving from match to match.
Yeah,
I'm just ready to see what's next.
Yeah,
and I wish them both nothing but success. I want to make it clear I don't dislike either one of them, but I just wasn't feeling the match for me.
Yeah, I give it a 2.5 because it was most of the time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in my phone. I looked at the match, I watched it. I like both of them. They're both beautiful women. They're both talented women, and like you said, they're improving. But I wasn't I wasn't drawn to the match. I wasn't intrigued by the match.
I think it was because of the fact that they were both good guys. They're both faces.
Yep.
And a lot of times
there was no build up to it. There's no. Let's be honest, bro. A negative and a positive equals a negative. I understand that, but when it comes to wrestling, that formula is a positive because you need a bad guy, you need a good guy to really tell a storyline. When two faces coming together, and neither one of them are really doing no heelish activity,
and it's a title match, no less, too.
Yeah, a title match, and you're really not. I really wasn't drawn into it. Now, if you throwing Naomi and Jade Carter in there, then I'll be invested. If you throwing someone, someone a bad guy in there, or some kind of drama in there, or something to bring us in, there's somebody's story other than just a match between two baby faces. And that's nothing to do with that. That's all the people in the back for that. It's not nothing to do with them. I say 2.5. The women's tag team championship. Like I said, entertaining, loved it. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
I have to agree with you. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm not like I said, as we both mentioned with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, I've never really been big on either one, but I thought they did a great job. And it's not to take away from Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. They did an exceptional job too.
Yep.
Like I said, and my expectations were beyond met. I thought they had great chemistry, and it was a fun match.
Yep. So you agree? 3.5.
Agreed.
All right, man. Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Randy Orton, Jelly Roll. The whole tag team match. And like I said, we're not going to order. We just go ahead, man.
I give it a 3. I was impressed with what Jelly Roll was able to do. I thought he handled himself well for it to be his first match. And like I said, it's more what's to come, because I felt like they were in transition. So I've enjoyed the build towards it, and I really do hope it leads towards a Logan Paul Jelly Roll match, because I really love how the opposing look on both, and the way they both come across. Jelly Roll as the good guy, and Logan Paul as the douche bad guy.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
Okay,
I'm gonna give it 3.5 because I was entertained, especially towards the end. And those spots that they had was crazy, and holy shit moments indeed. Jelly Roll, hey man, hey they did what tag team matches are supposed to do, and not only tell us, like we're talking about, they're telling a story, but it also kept us entertained, and it wasn't a drag match.
No, not at all.
And it did what we were saying about the Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill match, how it kind of was not a good, didn't have a good guy and bad guy. That wasn't a story. It had a story here. You had two assholes, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, two of the biggest assholes in the company, versus Jelly Roll, one beloved artist, great artist, and Randy Orton. Everybody loved Randy Orton, but he's a good guy or bad guy. So, I mean, there you go.
Yes.
So it was a story well told, action-packed, fun, even Jelly Roll with his spots. And the fact that the ending wasn't a cliche ending where, the good guys win. Jelly Roll's he's the guest, so you know he's gonna win. And they said, pull the rug from you. Surprise, motherfuckers. We got you. He didn't win. They didn't win, but he did his thing, and he didn't give up. He came back to the ring, and he showed out and did what he had to do. And I got to give it 3.5. I would give it a 4, but you got to go a little bit further with it. The match was a little bit shorter of being a 4, but yeah, it's not by far but I loved it. So you got a 3, I got a 3.5.
That's right.
All right, so that is night 1.
No. What's your rating for the Ring General and CM Punk?
Oh man,
come on,
I'm
man!
about to rush through there. My bad, y'all. Hey, that's me.
These things happen, man.
You're trying to rush through night 1. That's definitely a 5, sir. That's definitely a 5.
No, I concur, but I'm gonna let you give your reasons first. I agree.
That's definitely a 5. The story, the brutality, because it wasn't even brutal like in like extreme rule style. It was brutal with the chops, with the deliveries of the moves, and man, that one chop that sent him outside the ring, and he caught him, brought him back in. He's like, get over here, and hit him again. I'm like, oh my god, Gunther is ruthless, and it made Gunther look dominant like he always has been.
Yes,
it made CM Punk. It made you feel for CM Punk, even with the ending, the way that the night ended. It furthered that, And he's like, oh man, he's like, is CM Punk gonna win this? Is he gonna do it? Because Gunther's destroying him right now.
Right.
And you know what? Every time CM Punk give a little offense in, he's like, oh no, man. Gunther's like, chop you in the front, chop you in the back. Hey, splash, doing everything, giving them
the power bombs, man.
The power bombs. Like, yeah, them power bombs look really extra brutal. I know he's trying to protect him, but it looked kind of a little more brutal than usual. And it was just, yeah, man, it had us completely invested, and as it should with those two top guys like that. And that's a 5 for me, man. And that's all I gotta say. Yeah,
I can give it a 5 as well. It's the simplest story to tell, but they told it so well. Big man, little man. CM Punk, Gunther overwhelming him with the chops, the power bombs, the splash. Like I said, Gunther just gets it. That's what makes it so fun to watch his matches. That's right. He does it so well, and CM Punk knows how to tell a story in that ring. That's why he called himself the best in the world. I know some people disagree, but man, he does. He knows what he's doing in there, and he just is able to tell a story. Like why you watch the match. For anyone training to be a wrestler and everything, this is one of those type of matches I'd advise you to watch because you see it from beginning to end. That's why I enjoy it so much, man.
Cool. And overall, night 1, I would give it an 8 out of a 10.
I give it an 8 as well. But quick question: what do you rate Seth Rollins? Because that was technically a match to cash in.
A -5. Nah. Hey man, I'm not gonna count that, man. That's a cash in, bro.
I know, but level of excitement, I give it a 5 out of 5. Like it was, like I said, and we're not even Seth Rollins fans. I will admit, I'm the biggest CM Punk fan. I'm one of the biggest ones. But man, talk about a moment.
Yeah, man, it's all about living. I know it made a lot of people angry, upset, whatever like that, and maybe a lot of people loved it because they hate CM Punk so much.
Right.
But hey, it was a great moment. You can't take that away from me.
Absolutely.
It was a shocking moment.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all in love, bro. It was a great night. I loved night 1, but night 2, night 2, sir. And let's get into it. And like I said, no particular order because I don't know how all this went. Let me see if I can remember. I know the first match was it the tag team?
It was the women's. Naomi.
Okay.
Naomi.
Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
That's right.
Let me say this, bro. Naomi and her dad, your dad playing the guitar, playing you down to the
That
ring.
was so cool.
That's gotta be so cool for her. That gotta feel so cool, and so she gotta love that, bro. And I know I would have, man. And that was a great moment. Didn't even know it until he said it on the prompter, on the TV. But I give this match a 4.
I give it a 4 as well. And for everyone who watched WrestleMania, you saw the story of a triple threat match, except it was Bianca Belair instead of Naomi. And I consider this almost like a successor, a sequel to that match. If you watched it, I loved everything everyone was able to do.
And I'm not just saying a 4 because there's 3 beautiful women in that ring going at it, bro. Because those are 3 of they're beautiful,
and talented.
Yeah, and talented, very talented. And different, cultures with that too. That was amazing. Australia, Japan, and America.
Yeah,
you're black. But man, bro, Io Sky, I love her moonsaults, bro.
Yeah,
I love her athleticism, bro.
Looks so effortless, man.
Yeah, she is.
It's like she's floating in the air.
And different variations of it. Like she did the moonsault, the springboard moonsault outside the ring. She did the moonsault when I think Naomi was pinning her, and then Naomi moves out the way the last second, and then she hits Rhea Ripley. I love the fact that 2 faces were respecting each other while the heel was doing the heel things.
Yes.
And they did it, like I said again, told a great story. Very fun. And they have a story because the build up to it was even goes to surpass with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley goes back last year. and even years before that, because Rhea Ripley has never beaten Io.
That she may not never beaten her, but man, the brutality that Rhea Ripley brings, the physical side, it is so fun to watch, man.
Yup, and I love the match, so that's definitely for it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And all right, now you gotta help me with this one.
All right, TLC
match. I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro. 5 out of 5, bro.
I agree. 5
out of 5. You got the Dudley
far.
Boys at the ringside. You got the Hardy Boys ringside. Only thing we missing with Edge and Christian, and we know you can't get them because they're AEW. But man, god damn it, bro! If it wasn't so much fun, bro.
Well, we're gonna have to cope with that. But however, we'll talk about it.
Coping.
But talk about an exciting match. Talk about the brutality. Like the moments in that match, I generally felt scared for all the competitors, all the different things they did.
Johnny Gargano's wife going through the
Candice LeRae Poison Pixie, man. When
we all jumped out of our seats during that time, like, holy shit, is she okay? Like, I thought she was like, maybe she might be a legit hurt because she tried to guard herself and her arm went through. I was like, damn. Remember,
that was tough.
A couple people have done that. And they got in the men's TLCs, they got their arms completely messed up. I think they're Money in the Bank, but either way, it's still ladders.
Yes.
And what was it? I think we got what's that guy that was with Austin Theory?
Grayson Waller.
Remember when he tried to do that with his hand and fucked his hand up? And who else did it? Was it Sheamus or was it Wade Beery?
Well, it happened one time with Sheamus. For the first Money in the Bank, you and I watched 2013.
Yeah.
When Sheamus went through, you saw him go through the ladder. You saw his arm and everything. And I remember you yourself saying you instantly knew he was messed up, man.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm saying. Whenever they do that, they always mess that hand up. I understand that's natural reaction, but come on, bro. Woo! And then the spot with the Spanish Fly. I thought, what's his name? What's the guy name? He's the mask guy. He's
Axiom.
Yeah, Axiom. I thought he messed his leg up because of the way he hit the corner when he landed. I was like, oh man, these guys are. Then the DIY going through the tables, the heads bumping through the table. I'm like, damn. Gargano, no, Ciampa looked like he really messed his head up. But yeah,
talk about TLC moment. That brought me back over 25 years ago to the original TLC match.
They showed up and showed out, man. It was a lot of people though. Like, there was a lot of people involved in this.
Worth it. They delivered. I got to see Phoenix. Man, I every time I watch Phoenix match, I get excited just to thought about it.
Phoenix was more tamed in this match than I've ever seen him. And it's supposed to be a match he's supposed to show out for.
True. But like I said, it's more to come. And everybody, and then Nathan Frazier, man. Nathan Frazier, once again, we'll talk about an athlete. Like the way he was moving, man, you saw it,
man. The Street Profits doing their thing. Then, as you know, the Wyatt Six was defending their titles. They ended up winning it. Bo Dallas took a bump. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Was it the Andrade with the sunset flip? But it was a hell of what you got with Code Red? What was that?
You call it Code Red?
Yeah, because as soon as he bam, I was like, oh shit, is his neck okay? But he got up. You seemed like he was cool, man. Bo Dallas looking more and more like Bray every day, man. Like he gained that weight, man. But yeah, definitely 5 out of 5. What do you say, bro?
I agree, 5 out of 5 by far, man. That match brought excitement, horror, brutality. Just like one of the things. As a little kid, I watched wrestle, watched the Attitude Era, watching when TLC was born. Yes, I'm that old. I don't care. Man, it was so much fun. It was so much excitement. And man, the Y6 prevailed still the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Well deserved.
Yep. I don't know what came next. Was it Dominic Mysterio and AJ, or was it Solo Sikoa and Fatu?
I believe it was Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu in the Steel Cage match.
You know, I'm about to give this match a 3. Cause like it's some things in there that was like it could have been performed better, and it like the spot with the handcuffs. I was like, it could have been more dramatic. He like ripped them off instantly, and a lot of the spots was like kind of even you guys. I had to explain to you like either you or was it John?
It was John.
Yeah, he was confused. Like, hey, wait, how do you win? And he was like, nah, because what's his name? What's the big guy's name? The real tall one. Someone. What's his name?
Tonga.
Yeah, he kicked the cage and hit
Technically, it's Tonga. That's not really Samoan.
Oh, my bad.
Semantics. That's not.
Yeah. Well, he kicked the door to the cage and hit Jacob Fatu, and John was like, "Did he hit both? They both were down there. Why only hit Jacob?" But the way it was set up, that Solo was, almost out of the ring and the cage, and he just fell out. He hit both of them, but Jacob, the way Jacob was, position, he knocked him back, and Solo fell down and won the match accidentally. But yeah, so it was okay. It was fun. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be or what I wanted, but it was still, it's still solid. I give it a 3.
I give it a 2.5. They could really only do so much, and the whole idea of steel cage match, especially in WWE,
to keep other people out.
Yeah, but how many steel cage matches have you seen where miraculously people interfere throughout it?
And I don't mean to cut you off. And it wasn't that long. It didn't reel me in. It was like,
wait. I'm not trying to criticize, because he's on next level, and I'm not.
Yeah.
But Solo Sikoa is just with his matches. Don't get me wrong, I love the character. I love all the promos, everything he does. But with just certain matches, he doesn't really shine as much.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was the spectacle, because Jacob Fatu hitting that moonsault off the top.
That was
on the JC Mateo
and Tongaloa.
Yeah,
Tongaloa. It looked like he knocked Tongaloa out. Like,
yeah,
the knee hit him in the face. Like, oh man, is he out cold? Like, and maybe he's selling real well. I don't know, but yeah, 2.5. That's crazy. Yeah, not crazy is bad. I'm just saying,
it just felt like a steel cage match you see on television, like on Raw, SmackDown. It wouldn't look out of place.
It wasn't a pay-per-view.
There you go.
Kind of. Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. Yeah. What's the next one? Is it Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria?
Yeah, Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch.
I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah. Now this is a 5. This is a 5. I'm not even lying to you. I'm not trying to troll y'all, nothing like that. This match was a 5. You know why? Because Becky Lynch, clearly the bad guy. How you say her name? Lyra, clearly the face. Not only that, but it was brutal. You guys were talking, I was sitting there like, dude, are y'all seeing it? She is messing. Had her zip tied to the corner outside, and hitting her with the fucking kendo stick. The chair spot with the chair wrapped around her and just kept hitting her. And she was about, I was like, damn, you gonna kill her, bro? What's going on? Like, this had me invested. I was like, man, what's going on? What's going to happen? How's this going to end? Is she going to kill her? Like, what's going to happen? Like, Becky, brutal as ever. What's her name? Valkyria. Steady, coming back, doing what she got to do. And then, damn, my boo, Bayley. Bayley comes in and helps her out at the last minute, but in doing so, she is knocked into the crowd, and Becky comes in, and as soon as she's about to, looks like Valkyria was about to win or come back and do what she got to do, my boo messed up. She messed up, man. She hit her with the fucking chain around her hand and knocked her out, and Becky got the win. It kind of seems, I don't know if they're trying to get to the point where it's going to be a feud between her, Bayley and Valkyria, or maybe Becky and Bayley going to start joining together eventually. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I know that this match was 5 out of 5. I loved it. What you got to say?
All right, you and I are going to disagree on this match. I give it a 3.5. The reason being, it was brutal, it was violent, but for me, the Bayley interference kind of took away from it. I know it's to tell a story, and this is my personal opinion. I feel like Bayley will turn heel and feud with Lyra. As to the future of it, it was set up. The stipulation was, if Lyra lost to Becky Lynch, she can never challenge to it so long as Becky Lynch is champion. So the idea that you had interference, albeit she was trying to, at least from a certain perspective, help Lyra, it took away from her. I was enjoying that match, and the moment Bayley interfered into it, that's when it went down for me. That's just my personal opinion.
Yep. I agree with that part, but I still
no. I enjoy it. I'm not crapping on it or nothing like that. And seeing Bailey is never a bad thing. I want to make that clear.
That's your opinion, man.
But just the way it was building up and everything, I was 100% behind it, and it was approaching five for me. But like I said, the Bailey interference kind of took away from it for me personally. And like I said, that's where you and I just have that divide on that match. But an exciting match, nonetheless. Big ups to everyone involved.
Yeah. Hey, that's your opinion. That's cool, man. That's why we here. Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I'm about to tell you this right now, buddy boy. This is a 2.5.
I give it a 2 myself. I loved all the callbacks 20 years ago.
I love all those. But real quick, let me just say this. I don't mean to cut you off.
Go for it. No.
But, bruh, AJ Styles, y'all have been holding this man for way too long, bruh. And, bruh, you could have gave him the Intercontinental Championship, even though he's supposed to contract with. I don't know what's going on with that. He's supposed to be leaving his last Summerslam. I don't know what's going on with. But, hey, you could at least gave him this win, bro. Dominic Mysterio, I understand. I actually like Dominic Mysterio because he's a fucking entertaining, cool guy in real life, so I've heard. But come on, bro. Why y'all doing AJ like this? Why, bro? This man is the phenomenal AJ Styles. So from the moment he came into the company, even before then, but I'm saying the moment he came into this company, he's been doing his damn thing. And every time he gets something going, or you think he's about to have something going, they treat this man like crap, bro. Like this whole, past 2 or 3 years has been crap. Crap, bro.
I feel like it's legit. They are going full all in with Dominic Mysterio. That's why they're keeping him as champion.
Yeah.
I really wanted AJ to win. I'm not going to hide how big of a fan of AJ Styles. I've been the first wrestling show I ever went to. I got to see the phenomenal AJ Styles. So I've been a fan that long. However, he is going towards the end of his career. So it would seem that Dominic Mysterio is going towards the prime of his career. So I get it.
That's why I was trying. I get it. So you know, in a certain way, but still, go ahead.
I get it, and like I said, I really enjoyed all the different callbacks, all the references to Eddie Guerrero, Latino Heat. Man,
the trunks, the shirt, the low rider, the
boots coming off.
Yeah, the boot coming off. The chair, hey, they both was in their bag with Eddie, bro. But still, come on, man.
It was a, like I said, it wasn't the greatest of matches, but I really enjoyed the moments, which sometimes that does it for me. However, like I said, the in-ring action, and like I said, I didn't particularly like Dominic Mysterio winning. I'm not surprised, but that it happened. But that was what they're going for. That's what they want to do. And like I said, it feels like they're about to really go all in with Dominic Mysterio.
That's a good thing. I like Dominic well. I just wanted one more time for AJ. You know, I just wanted that one.
No, I did too.
One more reign. You know, some title.
Because I've just not really enjoyed this Intercontinental title reign with Dominic Mysterio. It was a hell of a moment at WrestleMania. Him pinning Finn Balor, his own stablemate of Judgment Day, like just to get it. But the reign has not just done anything for me whatsoever. And I argue between this match and the match he had the night after WrestleMania against Pentagon, those were his two best matches out of a title reign. This went from Mania and now past SummerSlam.
Right. Well, main event, night 2. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, versus John Cena, a reformed John Cena, back to a face. We didn't think he was. I thought he was trolling. I thought either he was trolling or Cody was going to turn heel, and neither one of us was right. But we were going to get a shot this night. We didn't know what it was going to be, but it definitely was shocked. Man, so let's get right into it. I'm going to say a 5 out of 5, sir.
I 100% agree. This is John Cena's best match of this current run and of the last 5 years. I will straight up say that.
Yeah, he definitely did that. Definitely like that. I hate that they just rushed, just changed. I'm back. I'm back to me now. It's cool. like we said, with Roman, they gradually transition where with Cena, it's just, you know what? The light switch is back on.
But that's always really been the thing with John Cena, though.
Yeah. But 3 months of a champion, 3 months as a heel, and we got his best match, and man, was it a good match.
Now, to be fair, he turned heel at Elimination Chamber, so that's a little bit 4 or 5. Well, best champion, I agree. Yeah. Because remember that was at the Chamber.
Yeah, you're right. So, man, what can I say, man? Like
they brought it.
They brought the game. It was perfect storytelling. Pretty brutal. Not as brutal as the other matches, but they were pretty brutal. And I like how Cody was not hesitant in doing what it takes to get that championship back. He was like, "Hey man, check him. If you checked him, all right, he's good. Beat him down some more." From power drivers. It's supposed to be a banned move, but since it's no holds barred, there's no
it was a street fight.
Yeah, street fight. So yeah, it's street fight, so you can do whatever you like. Power drivers. You take down the bottom of the turnbuckle and using it, and kept hitting them with it. Using every move in their arsenal to knock them at it. 3, actually 4, but 3 in a row. He hit the crossroads, still kicked out. John hit him with 2 AAs, put him up on the mid rope, did a avalanche AA, still kicked out. It's like, man, what do we got to do to each other for you guys to give the hell up?
I love the AA on the ramp though, like when he became on the thing.
I was getting to that, but yeah, I'm glad you brought that, bro. The AA, the way the visual of him coming up, like how Cody makes his entrance from the ground is like, you got that look, like the evil look. Looked like Peacemaker for a little bit, and then hit him with the AA he threw the hell out of it.
Yes.
By the way, the ambulance one looked like Cody's neck was twisted. It was like, damn, like
he spinned out. That I think that's why I gave it that visual.
Man, it was one hell of a match, and there was no bullshit, no interference.
Thank God, no Travis Scott. I said what I said.
Yeah. No outside interference, no ref bump spot, none of that, man. No cheating. When it's time to use the title, John Cena's like, nah, I'm good. We ain't doing that. But Cody had no problem using that title. Just saying. And maybe not gonna turn heel now, but it's definitely it's slowly happening because, like we said, telling a story, the transition with Roman. Maybe, just maybe, they're doing a transition with Cody slowly turning heel.
Just when you thought he finished the story, it became infinite chapters.
Exactly, infinite, get it? But yeah, and then Cody wins, and we get a celebration, respect from both competitors, and Cody gonna turn. There's really no need to turn after you won, so John didn't do anything crazy. He respected the crowd, and then next thing you know, you hear what we thought we would never hear again, and that's the Beast incarnate himself, Brock Lesnar. Bro, when that was a last person I expected to see come out and do it.
The next big thing arrived.
Man, the Beast came out with the new look. The hair been growing for a while, with the beard and the cowboy hat and the jacket. And it's like, hey, he took his time, didn't say a word, cooled down there, took off the jacket, took off the hat, and he's like, hey, hopped in the ring, hey, F5'd him, and was like, that was it, bro. Did his little and we were like, dude, what just happened?
Man,
I don't know what is more shocking, night 1's ending or night 2 ending.
Man,
I honestly don't know.
It took me back to 2012 when, after The Rock had defeated John Cena at WrestleMania, the following night on Monday Night Raw, Cena in the ring cutting a promo, and you hear that music. Yep. Brock Lesnar run like walking down to that ring, F5 and John Cena.
Mr. SummerSlam.
Yep. I'll forever say, wow.
Yeah, man.
Speechless. I was speechless.
Definitely that. So, before we get into let's get down these. Go down. We did the ratings. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. That threw me off like that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, night 2 for me is a 9.
I give it a 9.5. Man, I really enjoyed night 2 of SummerSlam.
Yeah, definitely loved it. For the shocking ending, I give it a 10. For the shocking ending.
Yeah, that's that other half that pushes it over to the stratosphere, man.
Yeah, definitely loved it.
So
man.
much fun.
Man, if y'all haven't watched it or you haven't seen anything and y'all huge wrestling fans, I suggest y'all, if not subscribe to Peacock, go and get Peacock and watch that all over again. And you'll be thoroughly entertained. Hopefully y'all didn't come here and listen to us review it first before you ever watched it. But
spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. But man, that's it for Infinite episode 3. Appreciate everybody that's been, since we started doing this episode 1 and 2 is showing love. This is our first one that we reviewed a PLE. I'm trying to do better with it, but I'm definitely gonna have some graphic music as usual. But I can't put videos in here for obvious reasons. WWE.
We don't want to get copyright restricted.
Don't want to get sued. But yeah, I'm gonna put stills in there, matches, the graphics, all that stuff. Hey, from Infinite, we got Chris Villain, SB. We'll hot y'all later, man. Y'all be easy. Peace.